So our Gospels, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we see different groups of people coming to Jesus, asking him questions. We know Jews had different groups. Yesterday, the Pharisees and Herodians coming to Jesus, asking him about payment of taxes. And today, the Sadducees. This is the group of the Jews, and they don't believe that there is resurrection. For them, life begins in the world and ends up here. Nothing more. No life after our physical death. And they quote the book of Moses. And they said, Moses told us, husband marrying wife, if there are no kids, a brother can marry that wife. And Jesus, it's so beautiful. He comes back to them with the quotation from Moses as well. He said, remember Moses at the wilderness, at the bush. When God appeared to him, he said, I am the God of Abraham, the God of Jacob, and the God of Isaac. And these people have died many, many years ago. So is our God the God of dead? If you believe in Moses, and God says, I am the God of Moses, as well as our fathers of faith, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, how come that you say there is no resurrection? And he says, our life, once this life, our physical bodies vanish, we get then another form. We become like angels and saints. We see the face of God. And remember, Jesus said, I am going to the Father to prepare a place for you. In my Father's home, there are many dwelling places. So who we are now determine our future, our life with God or not with God. When I was preparing our Mass this morning and reading this gospel and the ideas of Sadducees, I remember this polka song which says, in heaven there is no beer. That's why we are drinking here. When we die from here, our friends will be drinking our beer. In heaven, there is joy of seeing God's face. But what we do here will determine in heaven. We have to enjoy our life here. Not say, I don't enjoy my wife, my husband today because I'm going to enjoy in heaven. It doesn't work like that. You have to do it here today. If you have to love your wife, your husband, your children, your relatives, anyone, love it today. And that will determine tomorrow our spiritual life. In heaven, there is a joy which is at the highest. But we need to begin to experience that joy now. God is love. And once we go in heaven, we see that real love. But we have to practice that love here to the maximum. Show an extra dose of love to one another, because that is the ticket of going to heaven.